Hundreds of tourists are flocking to the Augrabies Waterfall outside Kakamas in the Northern Cape. The place of big noise, as it is once known, is living up to its name now with, we understand, a massive 1,800 cubic meters per second of water flowing. What does this mean? Let's bring in Ulrich Hendriks. He's live for us there. Talk to us about the water flow there, Ulrich.
Well, Blaine, welcome to the Augrabies National Park. Yeah, around 1,800 cubic megs per second. So that is a lot of water thundering down the gorge here from the Orange River. Of course, the Orange River system is quite full from as far as the confluence of the Orange and the Vaal river systems from the Douglas area. You see that huge body of water flowing through Uppington, flowing through the lower Orange River region, and of course ending up here at the Augrabies National Falls, going straight to the ocean. Hundreds of tourists have come here to look at this spectacle, of course, and it is an amazing sight. The authorities here tell me that in the last couple of days they've had 9,000 people coming to view the waterfall already, and that is in comparison to just 1,900, around 2,000 last year at the same time. But let's bring in acting park manager Nardes du Plessis. Nardes, tell us, quite a spectacular sight.
Definitely quite spectacular. There's a lot of energy about that. You always get energy, but around at this time. And it's not only the water that creates the energy, it's also the people. Lots of feet walking up and down.
And this is not the best flow you have seen. You've been here quite a long time.
Yeah, I've been here since 2009. And in 2011, we had 4,700 cubic meters per second. So that's a lot more than now. But you don't need that much water actually. Then you get damage to infrastructure, and you can't really get close to the falls. You cannot take any pictures because everything is wet. So like it is at the moment, it's ideal volume.
You know, for the average person at home, you know, talk to them about 1,800 cubic meters per second. You know, just dumb it down for us. How much water is that?
Yeah, a cubic is a unit that we use for the water flowing past. 1 cubic means 1 cubic meter per second. So it's a lot of water. It's 1 ton of water per second. That's 1 cubic.
That's thundering down from down the Augrabies here. Of course, tell us about this waterfall as well. I know that one is supposedly something about a wedding falls.
Yeah, they often have weddings on that deck. It's a very popular place to have a wedding.
And there's quite a lot of water still in the Vaal and the Orange River systems. Are you expecting more? We know that it has subsided slightly since Wednesday.
Yeah, it subsided a little bit here in the park, but there's still water coming from Vaal Dam, from Bloemhof Dam, from the Garib and the Van der Kloof dams. It gets together at Douglas, and from there on all the water comes in channels through here. So we definitely expect more water, but it's difficult to say how much more.
So you spoke about the 9,000 visitors that have come to the Augrabies in the past couple of days. You know, in terms of how much people can you accommodate, especially looking at the COVID pandemic that we currently under?
At the moment, we don't have a restriction on how many visitors we have. We just ask them to adhere to the COVID restrictions. We've got signage all over. But we do have a good occupancy of our chalets. It's about 90% for the last 6 days, which is wonderful. But the day visitors cannot swim at the moment, and they can also not braai. They can only come to view the falls.
Thank you very much. That's Nardes du Plessis, of course, the acting park manager here at the Augrabies National Falls, of course, talking about the flow at 1,800 cubic per second at the moment. Of course, They're expecting a lot more water to come down through the Vaal and the Orange River systems, of course ending up here at the Augrabies, and that is in the next couple of days. Of course, that will make it even more spectacular, and a chance, of course, for people to make sure that they plan, to come down to the Northern Cape, to the Kakamas area, and to come and see the spectacle. Blaine?
So we're learning this morning, Ulrich, cubics. It is, so you say it's 1,800 cubics, not cubic meters per second, yeah?
Yeah. So it's quite a lot of water that you have thundering down. So it's basically a ton of water per second.
It's so interesting. It's such a spectacular sight behind you. Thank you very much indeed, Ulrich Hendriks, live for us there in the Northern Cape. All right. Well.